So how you feel before going home?
I feel stressed now, but when I heard that I going home, I feel at least release my stress.
Your stress is released now.
Yeah.
What about now?
Still have, but not so much like before.
What you are worrying about?
I'm worrying so we can arrive safely in Singapore because the situation of our main engine.
Okay, okay, yes. This contract was very tough, you know, and this is one of the reasons why I'm making this interview, because we spent a lot of time and we have passed a lot of different times together, and I just don't want everything pass without any traces. I just want to have some video from the people with whom I spent so many time of my life. And maybe also for me this is the last time I'm going to the sea. Maybe I'm because I'm planning to quit seagoing. That's why I want to make some videos, you know, in order to remember the people, to have better imagination, and also to show the others with whom I've been working. What can you say about the present contract?
Sir, to tell you frankly, for my 23 years as seafarers, this is very, very hard for me. All the experience I've already got, but this one is very, very hard and very, very different.
It was the worst one.
Yeah, theirs is the very worst one. We don't have spare. We're drifting for 3 weeks without knowing that we are already near to for grounding. That is also my concern. I'm also have already feel nervous about this situation. That's why it's for me it's very good to be home for this kind of situation.
Okay. What about your home? About your family?
I have a healthy family. We have very good relation with my wife and my kids. And they are study from home because of this kind of situation now with the pandemic. We still have to spend money for the school through internet access. And I told my family that for this kind of situation, we must need only spend money with our needs, not the wants, so that we can spend money, because now my situation here is very different from my other previous contract.
Why?
It's very hard to earn money here because of the situation.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that's why I told my kids and my wife, please be cooperate to me now. I feel stressed too much and the situation here is not so good. So we must save money first, then after when I go home, we together again, and then after 2 or 3 months, I go back again to sea, but in different company.
How old are your kids?
My eldest daughter is about 20. My second daughter is 18, and my son is about 14.
What is your plans for the future? Do you have any open project, like to buy a new house or anything else?
I buy already 3 lots. I already complete more than 80% of this price. About my balance only is 125,000. So when I disembark, I can fully pay this one, so that I can earn the title of my port lot. So that maybe next contract, I will build the building for commercial, and maybe this kind of three stalls, and must be the rent is about almost $100 per stall.
Okay.
And the other lot already have clean title, and this 3 lots is for my 2 daughters and for my son.
Okay. For the moment, how old are you? 50?
It's coming 50 sir in this August 9.
Okay, this year you are 50 years old.
Yeah.
For how many years more you are going to go to the sea?
I computed sir until my last kid is graduated, because he is planning also for electrical engineer or electronics communication engineering. About I need more 8 years.
8 years more.
Yeah, to complete this education of my youngest son.
Okay, but do you consider to go more early home? Because you know, it's very tough job what you have.
Yes sir, if the situation only in Manila Bay before it's not been locked down by the Philippine government, it's also better for me to going home early, so that no more pressure, no more stress about our situation in the engine, this pipe, and so on and so forth. There is still very big problem in this.
At which age you have started to go to the sea?
I started sir about 25 years old.
25. So you are 25 years in the sea.
Yeah, but sometimes my vacation is about 9 months, 10 months.
Okay. Okay.
But mostly 1.5 or maximum 3.
But which area of Philippines you are living in?
I live with the southern Tagalog region 4A, Batangas City.
It's Luzon.
Southern Luzon, sir.
Okay. How do you find the life in Philippines?
You can imagine the life in the Philippines. If you are not a seaman or you are not overseas worker, you can still survive if you have only very good strategy, patient, and very good relation with the other people that you probably can help when you're putting some business, especially this food business. Is the very good business in the Philippines, even with this kind of situation like pandemic. Food business is still very good here in
required.
yeah.
Okay.
Because every people need to eat every day. That's why they need this food every day. It's very good. That is the plan together with my wife and our kids when they are already graduated, because my eldest daughter is taking up chemical engineer. Is now in the second year college. So he told me that he wants to be in the food business in the future after.
What about your children? Are they going to stay in Philippines, or they are thinking about to leave the country?
After they graduated and have some license, they are also planning to go outside the Philippines for exploration of their talent. Especially my eldest daughter he have plan already going to Australia. Maybe 5 or 10 years. Then after he earn a lot of money, when he worked there, then he put up his own business.
What is most difficult in life in the Philippines?
When you are lazy, because most of people in the Philippines only asking for help from brother, sister, mother, and other guys, member of the family, only sitting all day and eating, take smoke and take a drink, and every time asking money, support from the other brother and sister or mother with have business or very good money income. That's the life in the Philippines. But if you are industrious, you cannot ask for whatever assistance from your brother and sister if you are striving your life. If you compare also, sir, to the Islam area, people in the Philippines also is very difficult, but they are surviving in everyday life. In taking this junk, plastic, whatever, paper, cartoons, they separated that one and sold it in the junk shop.
At least they can find.
Yeah, they can survive.
To get some
for
food.
day-to-day needs. For only, they are very importantly for their food every day.
Okay. Regarding the seaman's life on Philippines, is that difficult for you to get the job? I mean, did you ever stay a long time unemployed?
Yes, sir. Before I go to ship, I already spent 3 years waiting for the right time to go on board, which agency or company I go, but I don't have any relatives that can guide me. Oh, you come here and you apply here, I will backing up you. But I don't have any relatives here. That's why I only go to some other agency and hearing that, oh, this company have accepting bribe for in exchange of going to sea. I am also lucky that my father is a geodetic engineer. Before he passed away, then he is taking this subdivide of the lots in the subdivision in some other lots in our town in Bulalakaw, Oriental Mindoro. That time he is contracting the whole town of our province, Bulalakaw, to subdivide the lot for the residential. I am so lucky when that 3 years already passed, then I go to another agency that I heard this agency is taking money in exchange that I will go for the ship. So I asked the support from the security guard of this agency, brother, can you please help me how to employ in this company? Do you have money? Maybe how much, brother? He said about 40,000 to 35,000, about 800 to 700 US dollar. If you have that kind of money, then you come to me. Then I'll show you to the big boss that you have money in exchange that you go on board.
So the security guard was the intermediate.
Yeah.
Okay, but as I understand that crewing agencies in Philippines, many of them are corrupted.
Yeah, crewing manager most of the time.
Okay. Tell me something. 25 years in the sea. Do you regret?
I have a 50-50 imagination about that one, sir. First, the good side. So I earn money more than in the land. So our lifestyle is different from the ordinary also family.
Okay.
I can buy a car, I can buy a lot, and my kids going to private school with a high tuition fee compared to the only at the land. That is the big advantage of going to sea. But when you look at the other side of the land base in the Philippines, you are together with your family. When your job is already finished, 8 hours from morning to afternoon, then you go home and then you are together with your family. That's the one I miss so much, sir. In my 25 years as a seafarer, I miss a lot, especially birthdays, Christmas, New Year, graduation of my daughter from elementary, high school, and now going to college. I cannot experience yet feeling of parents that can spend together with their daughter or kids that are going to the stage and put some pin that your daughter's already graduated. And of course, my wife, I miss so much because sometimes they are sick and nobody can come to give support and comfort for my family. That's the things that I've been missing so much. in my 25 years as seafarer.
But do you feel the appreciation of your family for the things you're sacrificing for them?
Yeah, they are too much appreciated that one, sir. They are too much appreciated that one.
Because I know that some seamen, you know, they are working and their wives, their families, they are thinking that it's just your lifestyle, that because you feel on board, you feel okay on board, that you like it, and you know, they are accepting as it should be.
And now, I talked to my wife last time in Copidian that my situation here is different from my previous other vessel. This is very, very different story. It's very, very hard for me. Too much stress. That's why I need your cooperation also.
Of course, I understand that you need her,
They
understand
understand me, sir.
that those money you get here is you are getting for very high. You are paying very high price for that. A part of your lifetime, you're spending a lot of your resources. And I know that during this time, it was not very tough. It was extremely tough for you.
Yes, sir.
That everybody say that you came here like a father, now you are looking like grandfather. And even me, I can see that you really need to restore. And this is only for 4 months.
Yeah, I feel also, sir, like almost 9 or 10 months already.
Yeah, I know. Tell me something. If you could send the short message to yourself when you have been 15 years old, the short message to the past, what would you send?
Maybe I can send that you don't go with the seafarer's life. Now, if I have already a lot of resources, I want to quit, sir. Because in the long time, the situation here is far difficult from last time. Now is to have too much port state control. And some other company have plenty of paperwork and pressure from the superintendent and some other technical manager. That's the things that I've been worried. But for this PSA, this is for our safety, an inspection of our ship. If the ship is seaworthy or unseaworthy, it's also very good.
But are you going to stay in this company? Or
I think double times, 3 times that.
You don't want to stay
I don't want to stay here. That's why also, sir, I have a plan to at least 3 or 4 months rest in the house. For the moment, sir, I have planned only to applying for the offshore. So I want to experience also the offshore because my other classmate in college in maritime, they are already captain, chief officer, second engineer, chief engineer there. Their life is very easy and very good salary. For example, my classmate in maritime school, already chief engineer in the DP ship, he earned 15,000.
Of course, it's absolutely different money. Okay.
That's the one I want also to experience. That's short contract, 3 months, 1 month off with pay, and every day you have a communication with your family through internet. That's the one I like for the next of my contract.
Okay. If you would have met the owner of this company face to face, let's say, what would you say?
I want to say that thank you for employment that you given to me, even though it's very tough. I thank you for the salary that I received, but I want to inform only. I think he already full support with the needs of the vessel. I don't know some other officer or management of this ship that they still grip the financial and the support for the spare parts, that the good quality spare parts, not substandard spare parts, to supply on the ship, because they are want only to cut the cost and give some spare with the low quality, not the only the quantity but not the quality. The problem is when they put this one, only the people on board working, not been long time how long it lasts, this kind of spare that they give. Especially now our situation, we have requested 6 sets but they give only 2 sets. So how can you be a productive engineer or deck officer if you have no spare to change this kind of problem?
Okay, so you want to say that spare parts supply system should be different, should be improved.
Yeah, it should be improved, sir.
Okay. Would you like to say something else, to express something else?
I would like to say thank you to you, sir, for your understanding to my situation. That every time that we talk together in the bridge, I ask you to tell you frankly, sir, if you ask me, I want to go home, I love to go home. Then you respond to my premonition that I want to go home. Very, very thankful, sir, to you. And for
From
your,
my side, I also want to say thank you, because for sure all these 4 months since we have all this problem, this vessel, it could not move for sure without you. You know.
Thank you very much, sir.
You are the one who was pushing by your shoulders this ship, for sure, you know. And you have done it. You have done it for us, for our safety,
Yes, sir.
for all these people on board. First of all, you have done this for us in order to be safe. I really regret that we had so many overtime. I regret that we work sometimes very hard and we have jeopardized the safety sometimes. We make compromise to safety in order to be more productive, in order to reduce financial loss and everything. And for me, I understood something that it stayed unappreciated from owner's side. That owner is thinking that, okay, we are paid salary and we are just doing our job. But I want you to know that your job is very highly appreciated by the people you're working with, because
Thank you very much,
for
sir.
all this time we are here, we are family.
And I would not forget your very good command, sir, and very good understanding to the people that you are subordinated.
Okay.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. It's gonna be okay.